I still for sure want to get a lot of insights from your data. For instance, how does a city like Kampala compare with Lagos, compare with Accra, or even Nairobi in terms of air quality? Do they have the same profile?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think it's always, I think it's one of the things I think we have seen in the communication that tends to I think provide an inaccurate description because air pollution, unlike other parameters, as I said, it varies greatly within a city. So it might be misleading, like do an average across the city. I think what we see when you take Kampala, you take Nairobi, you take Lagos, you take Kisumu, you take Accra. I think what we see in all these cities is that these cities have a mixture of profiles. They have places that are very, very polluted, and they also have places that are clean. Even within Uganda here, obviously when you look at across the numbers, maybe in terms of frequency, where most locations might have cleaner air. If you look at, let's say, Fort Portal and Jinja and Kampala, but even in Fort Portal, in as much as, on average, you kind of see more clean air there, you still see hotspots within Fort Portal that have cleaner air. So I think it might be misleading to characterize one city as being polluted more than the other. But I think what important we're seeing is that each city in Africa that we are in, it has many locations that are actually exceeding the recommended standards by a factor. What we try not to do is to kind of do an average of the entire city and then rank each city. I think in the end, we want to ensure that our data is actually used to empower cities to act and not make them look like they have like the worst air quality and people are scared.
That's what I want to tell you, that we start a ranking of African cities in terms of air pollution.
Yeah, I think my opinion on that would be that if we should use the data to actually showcase where cities are doing well and how these examples in the places within a city are doing well, how they can be scaled to other locations, and less on profiling certain locations as this is the most polluted. Because imagine if tomorrow I start saying where you live is the most polluted place in the city, you might get scared not to live there
and run away.